And they called you what? They didn't call me anything. They just told me you're alive.
Not ever. You know what?
That one time.
I stole a nickel from my grandmother's pocketbook once.
Okay.
I used to go up there and say, Mama, Tonicla.
What's up, you guys? Come on in the room.
That was the only thing I ever took.
What's up, Purple Knights 5.0? What's up, MC? What's up, Amber? Let's see. I guess I'll pause my video for a sec. All right. So, how are y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a good night. How y'all doing? I'll get back to watch that later. Thank you, Amber, for the super chat, honey. Oh, let me put my what you call it up there. People must be live. I've been chilling watching a movie. I'm good too. I'm gonna I'm good. How are you? I ain't seen you in a long time, MC, honey. Let me see. If I'm gonna put a I forgot how I'm gonna have to do it. Soon, just chilling as soon as I came on, seeing you live. Oh, okay. I'm gonna work on going live more often. Let me click on my live actually so I can do a what do you call it? I guess I'll put it up once I get off. Can you do a quick recap on Jelani? Not that familiar. Been working like crazy, staying away from confusion. Yeah, no problem. Jelani Day is a grad student. He graduated from A&M. And he was attending ISU in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. Okay. He wanted to become a doctor. And he went missing and was found dead. And it's a whole lot. But that's the general. He was found deceased. On top of him being found deceased, there was a lot of things going on with his body. His body was mutilated. His hey Queen tapping in. I have to renew my subscription again. Not sure why. Could be my card. Okay, hun, no problem, Tasha. Welcome, baby. There was a lot going on with his autopsy, identification. It's just been a whole lot of you gotta have to like catch up because it's a lot. because I break things down. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But Bloomington, Illinois. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Yeah, so the police, right now they're asking for FBI to step in. So far, it's just BAU. They have not officially took over the case. As far as FBI as a whole has not took over the case yet. Waiting to see if they're going to take over the case. They have not. Right now, they got BAU in to analyze Jelani. Not sure why that's even happening. I mean, I guess what they're saying is to determine whether Jilani could have committed suicide. But nothing that we've seen, and by the evidence of things spread between two cities, we know it is not a suicide. We know that, so BAU was in to determine who Jelani was, but FBI as a whole has not taken over the case. We are waiting to see if that's going to happen. That's what Mom wants. That's what they are pushing for. So we'll see if that happens, but it's a lot. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, oh boy, I don't have a problem. I'm going to watch it with y'all. Let me see, because I was emailed the screenshots. And did I copy it? Did I copy it? Okay. Let me send it to my email. I'll pull it up. We can look over this. Or I can read it. It doesn't really matter. Actually, I hope he don't trip. I'm going to go to, I guess, the person that had the security guards on there is Stay Dangerous. So I'm going to look at it. I'm going to start where Brandon is on there talking. I haven't watched it. I'm going to watch it live with you guys. Okay. It'll be my first time watching it. My first time looking and listening to what these security guards had to say. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to hold on to what I got. I want to hear what these security guards are finna say. So let me share the screen. See, they done updated so much stuff, y'all. Okay, there we go. Share. Okay. Yeah, we got some bad news about her today, and I did not like it. Not at all. Not at all. I thought I saved it. I know I did. There we go. Make sure I pause it and make sure y'all can hear me and hear the... Is it gonna play? Yeah, like it. I want to play. Is that a sign that I don't need to watch it? I'll wait while it's doing this thing. What's up, Naya? What's up, Bex? Hey, long time no see. Let me see if it's gonna start to play it. So Stay Dangerous show. If you got a problem with me watching what they're saying, just email me, let me know. Because some people, are funny about that. So just let me know if you got a problem. Well, it looks like something going on with it anyway. But let me know if you got a problem with me playing your video. Well, I'm not gonna play your whole video, just what was said, what the security officer said. Why is it taking forever? It's unresponsive. So what I need to just exit or what? I guess I'll exit and I'll pull it back up, which I shouldn't have to do, but I will, I guess. Or I could just play it on my other device, but it's up to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, come on. There we go. Watch later. Don't y'all just hate technology? Sometimes I hate technology, y'all. Maybe I got too many tabs open or something. I don't know. And I just clicked one out, so we'll see. Hey, Q. Hold on, Q. Trying to get this dude's video to play. It looks like it might. I might have to play it from my device, my other device, because this look like his video is not. It's not trying to play. Well, that's working.
What's going on, Mr. Monaco?
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you fine, man. And like I want to tell you, I do apologize about the live.
All right, I paused real quick. So Brandon Monaco is one of the security guards that work for Tri-Stone Security. Okay. And at Beyond Hello at the time of Jelani's disappearance. Now, Tri-Stone Security is no longer have a contract at Beyond Hello. They now have Outline Universal. Just so y'all know. So this is I guess, what's his name? Stay Dangerous. Got a chance to speak to the security guards. I never heard them speak, so it'll be my first time listening to what they had to say. And so this is Stay Dangerous video, and Stay Dangerous show. If that's your name, let me know if you got a problem with the video or with me using your video, or just email me and I'll make some changes. All right, let's keep going. Because I want y'all to let me know what y'all think of what he has to say.
Man, I was so frustrated when you texted me last night and you emailed me. I was so frustrated because I did not have an explanation. I waited to get some type of email or some sort from YouTube saying, hey, we pulled your video down because of this, or hey. But it was actually something that I may have did, or a technical difficulty, because I started a new membership with StreamYard, and I started it yesterday. And I wanted everything to be right for the live, and I think I didn't follow proper protocol to start the beginning of the video right. And I just want to give you guys a chance at the floor, and you need to come on and make sure you know the next shot is your best shot, man. Speak, you know, the volumes of what you wanted to get to the people. And, you know, if you have a message that you want to share, I'm going to give you the floor, man. Like I said, if I need to stop you, I'll ask you the questions I need to ask you. But I just want you to take us back and take everybody that's watching back to right here where Jelani Day is standing right there. And I know you said that you was not there until 12:30 or 12 something. So could you take me back to what we were speaking on yesterday so we can refresh the memories of the people and maybe the new viewers that's in right now? So y'all have Brandon Monaco on live right now. You know?
Yeah, I got you. Just let me say real quick that, you know, people, after we had that video get taken down last night or removed for technical difficulties, immediately we already knew that people were going to start spinning with it. They were going to start turning it into something that it wasn't. People, they always like to, you know, think of what the worst case scenario is. Oh, they removed it because of this. They removed it because of that, which it wasn't. You even said that yourself. And people think the worst of everything. And now people are on chats today saying, you know, different things. And, oh, he just got on there to clear his name. And, you know, that's all they care about, which could be further from the truth. You know, everybody wants to clear their name when they're called a murderer. You know, nobody can deny that. Anybody that's on these chats, if they were called a murderer, they would want to do the same thing, clear their name. Absolutely. If it was their house being posted and their car being posted, their families being threatened, you know, a lot of people wouldn't be as calm as I am right now. I could be, you know, an asshole and say, you know, come on, try to hurt me, you know, but I'm not. Like, I'm out here talking. I'm out here answering people's questions. I'm trying the best I can to please people. And everyone's like, oh, no, you're just doing this for yourself. If I wanted to do this for myself, I would
like to know. Let me pause right there. I would like to know, has Brandon Monaco, has he got a chance to speak to Carmen Day? I mean, you're saying that you have no problem talking and you just no problem talking, explaining. And okay, so have you got a chance to speak with Carmen Day yet? Have she reached out to you or have you reached out to her? I would just like to know. Hey, Sherry.
Keep quiet, stay in the background, and let this thing just kind of take its toll and do nothing and say nothing. But I'm not. I'm out here answering people's questions, doing what I got to do to make people understand that not only do I have no idea what happened to Jelani, but I had nothing to do with it. But people just want to spin their own stories. They're going to do it.
Lord, here we go.
You can't really stop them. But what I can do is shed some knowledge of how I know things work. To maybe somebody out there will see that and go, hey, well, that matches up with this. And be able to actually shed something credible on an investigation. So I will go back to like what you were saying with Jilani. I think the reports said from 9/12, I think we discussed, is when he showed up at the dispensary. What we talked about was the fact that the camera took a screenshot of him coming into the dispensary that day. Now, what we have is a picture taken from video footage.
Mm-hmm.
So there, that right there proves that there's video footage.
Mm-hmm.
Because without video footage, you couldn't get this image. So if the image was taken, there's video footage.
Mm-hmm.
What I found interesting last night after our interview was the Bloomington Police Department actually put out a what do you call it? Kind of like a little update, and they said that they cannot release any information because it could impede the investigation. I'm going to try and find that article. I'll try to send it to you. But the Panagraph actually requested, they filed a request with the police department and the FBI.
Let me pause real quick because I see somebody asking what's going on. This is one of the security guards that was at Beyond Hello, that was employed there, allegedly there, working there at the time that Jelani Day went missing. Brandon Monaco. Those that have been keeping up, y'all know who that is. Excuse me, I'm sorry, got it. Oh God, that y'all feel so damn good. Okay, sorry, y'all. That's a pregnant mom. But yeah, so Brandon Monaco is one of the security guards. And he's speaking out. And this is, I'm gonna give credit, Stay Dangerous Show. And Stay Dangerous Show. If you got an issue with me running a video, don't forget, email me. But yeah, so that's what's going on. The security guard is speaking out of his account, Brandon Monaco. It look like he's gonna have Noah and Mike on there. I don't know for sure if they're coming, because it's my first time watching it. This is my first, y'all catching my first reaction, my questions, everything. I waited, did not watch it because I was like, I promise I'm gonna go live and do this with them. I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna hear what Brandon Monaco got to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think on his account, okay? Because after Jelani Day went missing, it's mighty funny that they don't have a contract with them anymore. Now it's Outline Universal is security at Beyond Hello. So what's going on with my own? Oh, okay, that's my TV. Let me get out the TV. But yeah, so I believe these girls, like, I feel like this is some random modern day Emmett Till. Ah man, I got an update on Emmett Till coming up. They trying to close my boy case. Y'all, it's a lot going on. So just bear with your girl. It's a lot going on. But we're gonna hear what these people gotta say.
FBI to release footage and that stuff. The police department actually denied that request. And it says it right there in the article. The police department denied that request because they believe that it would mess with their investigation. If there becomes a trial in the future where somebody's brought on trial for this and they release any footage before that, it could alter the jury. It could give that person time to come up with something else.
Okay, let me pause.
Let
me pause because he's trying to give us what the police has released and said. We want to hear what you got to say. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I want to hear your account of what happened today. That's it. That's all. We know what the department has released. I don't want their excuse on why, they didn't release him, leaving and all of that. Like I said, that kind of contradicts what they're saying because they posted, we got footage of Jelani Day. Okay. We got footage of him right there going into the Beyond Hello. We got footage of his car. We got footage of him inside looking at the camera. So there has got to be footage of him leaving. If they're withholding that, there's a reason they're withholding that. So I am thinking there's something incriminating or something criminal is going on if why they can't release that. So that's part of what I'm thinking that they're keeping because they have to have it. That they're keeping for the investigation. But it's either they're holding it for the investigation because, like I said, they had no problem releasing all of this. So it's either that. I've also heard the cameras was turned off. So I don't know. But they should be able to. And when I say turned off, people think, okay, yeah, the government are the only ones that can go through and turn out. Okay, we get that. But don't act like we don't know how to cover up a camera inside of a store. Okay? Let's not act like we don't know how to go inside. Thank you, Q. Cover up a camera. If anybody's worked at any type of stores, okay, and y'all doing something you ain't got no business doing, okay, you know where those cameras at. So you know how to, you could throw a shirt on there, something going on, you don't want nobody to see. You can cover it up. You can turn it a certain direction. So when they say turn off cameras, it can mean that as well. Don't just think they went inside the computer and completely just hacked through and completely turned them off. No. There's plenty of ways you can cover up things that you don't want no one to see. Okay? People do it all the time. So I'm just going to say that. So people think that there might not be no footage because they did not release the footage because they don't have it, or it's something incriminating on that they're trying to keep to preserve the investigation. So we will see. Tanya, hey, they may not like it, but we gonna speak it, okay? I'm just saying, they may not like it.
They want to be able to go into trial with nobody having any knowledge or anything to use against anybody. They want to be able to get the person that did it and not have any footage leaked. So what I'm saying is this photo right here that you have up there, that's part of a video footage. Just from my knowledge of knowing how their cameras work, there has to be some sort of video to go along with this image. Now, when it shows him going in at 9:12, I can't speak on what I know happened that day because I don't. I wasn't there, like I told you. I had an interview set up to replace one of the open slots for our guards that day. I do interviews on that outside
Okay,
patio.
so let me. Okay, so Brandon Monaco, we trying to keep up. He's saying that he was not there that day. He works there, but he's saying he wasn't there that day. Okay, let's keep going.
I didn't even go in the dispensary that day. So somewhere out there is footage of just me outside the dispensary after 12:30. Went to lunch at 1:30. Applebee's, have the receipts to prove it, those sort of things. But again, I'm not a suspect for the police, so there's nothing that I have to prove to the police or anything like that. People were saying, well, you need to go to the news outlets. And what people don't understand is news outlets don't care what I have to say because I'm not a suspect. If I was a suspect to the police, the news would be all over it. They'd want to hear from me, but they don't want to hear from me. It's a waste of their time, honestly. And they don't want to put something out on the news that has nothing to do with the investigation because that takes eyes away from finding what happened to Jelani. Because that's what we all want. We want to find out what happened to him. So going back to what you were referring to at 9:12 when he went in there, the theory goes that he had his phone taken from him, which I don't know if he had his phone taken from him or not. But what I do know...
Why is you speaking if you wasn't there that day?
Is, which I can't...
I'm just going to ask that question. If you was not there that day, are you speaking from what your fellow coworkers are telling you? If you was not there that day, what are you speaking out for? You saying you're not a suspect. What's not true, Leanne? What he said it wasn't true about the news outlet? I think that's what I think you're referring to. So is what you saying, is it on behalf of your coworkers because you wasn't there that day? So I was just, why are you the one speaking? Is anyone there that day can speak? Can we have anyone? And what about Noah? Can someone that was actually there that day, can they actually come and speak? Why are you the one speaking? If you was not there, I'm just saying.
Can't say if it was Abby Collins or not because I don't even know an Abby Collins. I don't know anybody by that name who worked for Beyond Hello. I knew a few people, basically just the people I talked to, general managers and that type of stuff. But what that female is holding in that picture is an ID scanner. That scans IDs that were issued by the state so that they can, show that you are 21 or not. If you have a fake ID and that scanner scans it, it's going to find out if it's fake or not.
We know that.
So, what I did point out was that image of Jelani looking up at the camera, a lot of people are like, why would he look up at the camera? he had to have been in danger or something. Well, that's incorrect, because every customer who goes to that dispensary, which there's hundreds a day, so there's a lot of people that can attest to this, you are requested to remove your mask and pull it down, that's exactly what they say. They say, please pull down your mask and look up at the camera, please. So what that is doing is
okay. So that pause right here,
and that's just because of the mask mandate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if something happens,
because I've heard people say it looked like he was looking at the camera crying out for help. So if what he's saying is true about the mask update, if y'all go into the place, they want to take the mask down, look at the camera, I guess, because there is marijuana and stuff in there, CBD and things like that for the federal. If that is true, that's what that's about, him looking into the camera. It would cancel out the him looking at the camera for help, because I've heard that. I've heard people say, look like he's crying out for help, or like he's saying, help me. Got to Spencer and been the only car there. True. Okay. You think he was looking at it in the odd way? Okay, let me keep watching. But if it's what he's saying is true, then that makes sense of why he was staring at the camera.
Steal something and runs out that door. We don't just sit there and go, oh, well, we don't know because they were wearing a mask.
Yeah, excuse me right quick. Excuse me right quick.
Go ahead.
For the people in the chat that's asking who is this speaking, this is Brandon Monaco, the interview from last night that I started off with, and then we ended up with Noah and Mike, and everybody else came then afterwards. But this is Brandon Monaco. I identified him yesterday, so there's no reason for him to show his face. It's already been enough stuff that he's got dealing with right now. But this is Brandon Monaco. He was the accountant for TriStone Security and for Beyond and Hello at the time of Jelani's disappearance. And he was working there at the time, but he was not there. He said that he got there to do an interview on the balcony at about 12:30 or whatever.
Yeah, 12:30 is when I got there that day.
Okay, so finish what you were saying.
Well, I do see in the chats, like you were saying, there is someone saying, well, I think they put random, but I think they meant Brandon Monaco. They put you suspect. I would just like to ask, who
All right, can y'all hear me now? Hey, that's come on, baby. Yeah, so my internet went out for a second. I guess it knocked me off StreamYard. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I was just talking and talking and talking. Oh, Renegade, Patriots, you family. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I was just going and going. Okay, thank y'all. Let me know, y'all, if it happened again. I don't know. I heard it's some worldwide thing going on with the internet. So y'all just let me know, okay? Hi, Glitterati.
Group, so I can't really answer in that group.
Well,
so
I'm actually in that group. The second one.
What did y'all miss? Let me see. I would say y'all didn't miss nothing but like. Let's go back 2 minutes.
Going back to what you were referring to at 9/12 when he went in there, the theory goes that he had his phone taken from him, which I don't know if he had his phone taken from him or not. But what I do know is in that image, whoever that female is, which I can't say if it was Abby Collins or not, because I don't even know an Abby Collins. I don't know anybody by that name who worked for Beyond Hello. I knew a few people, basically just the people I talked to, general managers and that type of stuff. But what that female is holding in that picture is an ID scanner. That scans IDs that were issued by the state so that they can, show that you are 21 or not. If you have a fake ID and that scanner scans it, it's going to find out if it's fake or not. So what I did point out was that image of Jelani looking up at the camera, a lot of people are like, why would he look up at the camera? He had to have been in danger or something.
So, Q, you think he was
incorrect because
asking for help too?
Goes to that dispensary, which there's hundreds a day. So there's a lot of people that can attest to this. You are requested to remove your mask and pull it down, that's exactly what they say. They say, please pull down your mask and look up at the camera, please. So what that is doing is it's getting a face to the person, and that's just because of the mask mandate. Yeah. So if something happens on the floor, someone gets irate, anything like that, or they steal something and runs out that door, we don't just sit there and go, oh, well, we don't know because they were wearing a mask.
Yeah, excuse me right quick. Excuse me right quick. Go ahead. For the people in the chat that's asking who is this speaking, this is Brandon Monaco, the interview from last night that I started off with. And
okay. Well, what's going on?
Somebody else came in afterwards. But this is Brandon Monaco. I identified him yesterday, so there's no reason for him to show his face. It's already been enough stuff that he's got dealing with right now. But this is Brandon Monaco. He was the accountant for TriStone Security and for Beyond and Hello at the time of Jelani's disappearance. And he was working there at the time, but he was not there. He said that he got there to do an interview on the balcony at about 12:30 or whatever.
Yeah, 12:30 is when I got there that day.
Okay, so finish what you were saying.
Well, I do see in the chats, like you were saying, there is someone saying, well, I think they put random, but I think they meant Brandon Monaco. They put you suspect. I was just like to ask, how do people think I'm a suspect? If I was a suspect, I would be
Bridget. Okay, Bridget, can you elaborate? Why would you say he's suspect? She's part of the Stay Dangerous fam, so I just want to make sure, she got her reasons for saying it. So, can you elaborate?
I said this is time for people to ask the question. If you want to know something, ask it.
Yeah. So if we got anybody that want to ask questions, you can come on. You can come on the show through the link that's in the comments, or you can make a comment and ask your questions. But if you're gonna make an accusation like that, please tell me why do you feel that way, Miss Bridget?
And that's why I jumped on here too, because I recognized her name from the chats of a new chat that was made on Facebook, and her along with others are wanting to know certain things, and I have not been accepted into that group, so I can't really answer in that group.
Well, I'm actually in that group, the second one that was made. And the minute I see something disrespectful or something, I leave it alone or whatever, but I don't get no information from none of the social medias. I just look at the comments and see what people are saying, and I don't even really decide to go from there. I just want to go from the
I can tell what's suspect.
What Jelani's mom said, and I try to take what she said out of her own mouth.
What's suspect? I think what that person's trying to say, this whole situation is suspect. This whole situation is suspect. Y'all was security at that location. Soon this happens to Jelani Day, y'all are replaced with Outline Universal. That's suspicious. By itself, that's suspicious alone. That is suspicious. That is suspicious by itself. And I would like to know if, because Brandon is saying he wasn't there at that day. So what officers were there? And have they came out and spoke? And Brandon, like one of my people just said, have you spoke to Miss Day? We would like to know, because you said you was out here freely speaking and you had no problem answering questions. So have you spoke to Carmen Day? I'm just asking. We the people want to know.
And what was very suspect to me as to why they found his clothes, the girls that found his clothes, then they lawyered up. Were these girls that knew Jelani at school? Were they people that were close to him? Was he amongst racist people and they didn't know? And he didn't know. It's a lot of questions that I have that's unanswered. But the questions that I necessarily have for you is to, like, what could you tell me as far as when he went into the dispensary that day? And you said by you saying that they cannot cut the cameras off or the feds or be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You said
so basically, when he walks in, and this is all based off of my experience of knowing the cameras. I was not there at the time he was there, so I just want to get that out there. So anybody who wants to try and twist it, don't, because this is just pure off of what I know about the cameras. So when he goes in, we have the image of him standing there, holding his mask in front of a female with a scanner. Not sure who that is. But at that point, he would then have to put his mask back on, and he would go through the lobby. Now, when you go through the lobby, there's cameras there. At that point, you are in front of a desk that has a security guard sitting behind it. They are monitoring footage, but they cannot turn anything off, alter, anything like that. It's just a monitor that has, each camera on there so that if something's going on outside, the guard can see that and be able to react or something.
So if something was going on outside, the guard that's sitting at the desk behind the girl that's taking the temperature for the COVID or whatever, mm-hmm. they so those guys don't actually have to be standing or sitting in a room. They actually had a monitor right there. I've actually seen it. See, I've been in a few dispensaries in California, and I've actually got the chance to see
all of them make the
exactly
same.
How they work. And I do know, like you said, if those cameras get cut off for even 30 seconds, that the feds would have to investigate the situation and quickly. So I understand that. But what I did not get from you guys last night was the fact that somebody had a monitor. And so the somebody was Noah, because you said Noah told me it was him himself that he was sitting at the table behind the girl.
Yeah, he said that last night.
Who the fuck he talking to?
He said that he was monitoring cameras and stuff like that. And he said that.
Bro, who you talking to? I'm gonna give you one chance to respond.
Like 9 o'clock, so it would have been just freshly open. And it's just like any other day. People
you finna
are
get the
either lined
boot
up
quick.
Or there's not. Whether there's a little amount of people or there's a lot of people, it doesn't matter. You still treat it just like every day. It's a 7 to 3 job. You go in, you sit down at the desk. People come in, you say, "Hey, have a good day."
Yep, and your mama should have swallowed your ass.
The guards literally do not have anything to do with the marijuana, the dispensary itself, none of that. They're there just to make sure that the place isn't robbed. That's pretty much it. But let me go ahead and touch on the chat real quick before I lose track of it.
Yeah.
Bridget says, "Brandon, you work at the dispensary, right?" Bridget, no, I do not work at the dispensary anymore. What we discussed last night was, after about a week, so it was like 8 days, September 1st, Beyond Hello actually ended the contract with TriStone and hired Allied Universal. I asked for an explanation, and the only explanation they would give me was, quote unquote, this is just a business move, nothing personal. Your guards did great, but this is what has to be done. That is all the explanation I got. The only reason I lost my job as the account manager is because my sole purpose was to make sure those guards were being hired, put where they're supposed to be for all 4 dispensaries in Illinois. Once there's going to no guards or no contract, my job is not needed. So TriStone would not pay me my salary if there's no accounts to be an account manager of. So that's why I lost my job. And that happened on September 1st, which would be roughly 8 days after Jelani went missing. So no, I do not work for them anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. Did everybody catch what he said of why they don't have the contract? As a guard, as an armed guard working for a sheriff department, okay, if a job is not done correctly, they're not satisfied, they can take your contract, but it's for a reason. So what was the reason? What was the reason? Did someone drop the ball? Did someone not do their job? I agree, Q. Something happened. Something happened as to why they pulled the contract and immediately put someone else there. To rule out other possibilities, could I looked at the camera be related to feeling uncomfortable doing this? Still too much stigma. He needs to protect his reputation. Ooh, sorry, my nephew needed to talk to me. Oh, you good, honey? Yeah. So it's sort of like he being, he might be. Is he the spokesperson for TriStone Security? I'm just saying, because, like I said, we are we beating around the bush here? Okay, he's softening the cushion, but like I said, it's the reason why they'll remove a security company and place another security company. They don't just do that for no reason. They just yeah, this is gonna piss me off. Yeah, this gonna piss me off. I'm not gonna be able to do these. Let me see if I can. I'll move closer to the router, because that's gonna really annoy me. Yes, it is crazy. I'm like, why does it keep doing it? It's like it keep going out, and I don't know why. But yeah, so it's a reason for that. But I want to make sure y'all heard what he said.
Then she puts, I remember you said you went to the news outlet.
What he said.
Right? No, that is not correct, and that's not what I said. I said that people on Facebook are requesting that I try to go to news outlets, but news outlets will not listen to what I have to say unless it is going to be something that has something to do with the investigation. If it's something that's put out by the police or FBI, that's when the news outlets want to know something. So, no, I have not talked to the news. If the news gets a hold of me and says, hey, let's do an article, absolutely. I'll jump on there. I won't fight it. Haja Berry, speaking of the groups, question, Brandon, are you one of the people responsible for the removal of the admin from the first group? Mr. or Mrs. Berry, I don't know if you're male or female, but I am not responsible for the admin of the first group because I wasn't even in the first group. I could only see what friends, family, random people would send me through screenshots. I don't even know how to go about having an admin removed. So the only thing I could say about that is if Tadeo was an admin, I've reported him multiple times to the police. I have a goal to find out why this guy is trying to target me. So that might be a reason. I can't say for sure, but maybe, law enforcement had him removed or his account suspended. I don't know. But I do know his posts and many posts on that group have been reported, at least 100 times to Facebook. So maybe they finally did something and had him removed or the admin removed. I don't know who the admin is. So, I can't touch upon what really that is. But I can answer and say that, no, I did not have anything to do with the removal of the admin. Where's the rest of the footage? This is actually a question that I've been getting a lot, and people do not listen. I do not know what happened to the footage. That's not because I had something to do with it. It's because nobody working security or for Tristone can touch the footage. The only thing I can say is Beyond Hello, a.k.a. Jushi, which they're not a security company, they're a dispensary. That is Jushi. Let me clarify that because people keep saying Jushi is a security company. They're not. Jushi is a dispensary. They hire third-party security companies such as Tristone. So, Tristone Security, our security guards, myself, we cannot touch the footage off or anything like that. Comes from a headquarters out of state, which not a lot of people really know about because that's the whole point of security. Now, if it does get shut off, the state is notified and the state will shut that dispensary down immediately. So, do I think that cameras were shut off or anything like that? No, I do not think that because the dispensary would have been shut down immediately and I would have been notified. So, when you ask me where the rest of the footage is, I don't know. My guess is the police department has footage and Jushi has footage. Jushi and Beyond Hello are probably barred from even commenting or putting any footage out because the investigation. So I think what is going to come to light.
So in other words, he is just guessing, He don't know for sure. He's basically just giving us his thoughts. He doesn't know for sure. He's just speculating that they gotta have footage and they're just holding it for some legal reason. So he basically can't give us a clear answer on that. I'm gonna try though, Trey. If it helps, I'll have to plug into my laptop. I guess when I go live. Yeah, because that's not gonna work for me. Why they notify him if they don't have anything to do with it? That's a good question. Some of this is just weird to me though.
the light in the future is once the police department finally does touch on the investigation and go a route with this, I think some footage is going to be put out by the police department to kind of shed light, and it's going to put an end to a lot of people's theories of what's been going on.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So I was wondering if we was gonna hear anything from Mr. Noah. Did you actually talk to him? Was he in good spirits last night after the show? I mean, what did he think?
Yeah, so what I know from Noah from a personal experience is he's not really a public speaker. And that's people are like, well, you sounded nervous. Well, yeah, he's nervous. There's a bunch of people calling him murderers, and he's going to talk live. I myself, I've been doing this a while. I was an account manager for, multiple security companies. I've, been in a supervisor role for the last 10 years. So I can talk, and sound, just normal. But some people have public speaking, nerves and stuff like that. Not everybody can do it. So that's when everybody needs to realize that doesn't make him a suspect. It doesn't make him suspicious. It just means that he's a normal person. Yeah. But I did talk to him afterwards, and, he felt good about being able to finally have a voice that he hasn't had in a while. He's been sitting here taking punches from everybody and not had a voice. He's had to pack up his family and take them to safety because his house is put out there. It's a lot that he's trying to go through right now, just like we all are. But you got to remember, everybody, we lost our jobs. We don't have the income to up and go get a lawyer if we wanted to. We don't have the income to up and move because people are putting our addresses out there. We don't have that luxury right now.
All right, so let me pause right here. Okay. So, like I said before in our prior video, no, we don't agree that nobody's threatening and sending death threats and stalking and doxing. No, we don't agree with that. Okay. You should not do that. If you feel like you got any pertinent, important information, send it in to the FBI. Let them handle the situation and go forth. But don't take matters into your own hands because you don't know who all is involved. You don't know who's all involved. So no, let's put that on the board. We don't agree with that. But I'm getting here that y'all are trying to make yourself like victims. I mean, I get it. Y'all are put out there. They should not do that at all. No death threats, none of that. But there's one victim here. That's Jelani died. He's not here anymore. They mutilated his body. They degraded him. A whole lot was done to him. We're talking about a human being that's no longer here that was murdered. Okay, with multiple people involved. We're not just talking about somebody went into Beyond Hello, got robbed, and they live in here today. We're talking about somebody that's actually not here anymore. So you painting this picture, I mean, you might be serious in telling the truth about, but you're putting a lot of emphasis that y'all getting a lot of slack. Well, Jelani's not here with us anymore. At least y'all breathing. Y'all are here. Y'all can see y'all family. Y'all can go home to a house. Jelani can't do none of that. And the last known spot he was alive, kicking and breathing, was at Beyond Hello. His last phone ping in the area of that area location. So what else are people going to think? I mean, that's common sense. Something kicked off in this area. That's what it's pointing to. Something happened, something kicked off in this area. That's just what it is. Yeah, it can. And yeah, but like I said, I don't agree with nobody doing all that. putting out about an address and no. I'm gonna do that. But I'm not getting the answers either. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about what the law enforcement put out, in Bloomington in the Pentagraph. That's what they said. I mean, he don't really know anything. I would like to hear if Noah was there, what does he have to say?
Employed. We're trying to find jobs. So there's a lot on our plate.
So let me ask you this. When you were account manager at Beyond and Hello,
for TriStone. For
TriStone, and you worked there at Beyond and Hello, who all were you in charge of hiring? Just the security staff or?
Yes, just strictly the security staff.
Okay.
Which would have been 2 guards for each shift, first and second shift. And there were 4 dispensaries.
So the 2 guys, so you were the account manager that wasn't there and didn't get there until 12:30 the day Jelani went missing. And Noah was the one at the table behind the lady at the front door here. And who was Mike? Mike was the other guy? Or was he 999 or 666, whoever that was?
Are you talking about that Viper?
Yeah, Viper. Did he come in as Mike afterwards?
No, so Viper, he was another security guard, and he actually was scheduled 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. He was only on second shifts. That's all he was scheduled for. He did not come in any earlier. He did not, take a first shift that day.
Whose schedule he giving out?
My computer still saved. The guards that were hired for that day normally worked that day. What I can tell you is on first shift, which this is information that we haven't talked about yet, Noah, we all know, was one of the guards that shift in the morning. The other guard that shift was a female. So, everyone's saying that the 2 guards, overpowered this person. It's not feasible. Noah,
that's so sick. No.
And then
Noah and another guard can overpower. Yes, they can. You saying that because she's a female? Oh my Lord, that means nothing. That don't mean anything. Lord have mercy. There's some women out here that's stronger than some of these men out here. You cannot say because one was a woman that they didn't overpower. Like, this is not, oh Lord, he needs to stop talking. He needs to stop talking. Because he's really speculating and just trying to knock down the theories. He's not really giving us what, it'd be nice to hear what officers work there so we can get the truth. I don't want to hear speculating and all that. I don't want to hear you speculating and you trying to cancel out theories because one guard is a woman. That sounds like you're trying to defend something. Yeah, I mean, come on. That means nothing. I'm sure y'all had weapons. One person can easily overpower if you pull out a gun and hold it to Jelani's head. That alone, he has no power because he don't want to get shot. So one person alone could put a gun out on Jelani, and that will completely overpower him. Why? Because he's not going to want you to pull that trigger. I mean, there's many ways this could have went. We can't just cancel that out because one guard was a female. We cannot do that. So I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. And it sounds like he's really over-explaining and breaking things down and overly cushioning and trying to cancel out these theories. And he's not really here because he sounds like he don't even know what really happened. He don't know. And if he does know, if they did tell him, he's not telling us. He's really talking out his ass. He really is. I can't believe he said that. As a guard, I know that woman, if she's watching this, I know she feels some type of way like, dang. Like, you just threw me under the bus, underestimated me as a woman. Yes, well, I don't know what kind of they is, but they should have that plus more. Exactly, Trey. Now I'm looking at you kind of funny because you overly going over beyond and trying to. I mean, she's a girl. They trying to say he was overpowered. One of them's a girl. I mean, you throwing out. Nah, you doing too much. You're going too far. You going too far.
The big ass guy, man, and if Noah get mad, it'd be the quiet one. See, the one thing I kept sticking to him for last night, man, because I still feel like I'm just not one to bash people or try to be dominant and make you say something that outside of what you want to say. But I have my own thoughts and my own feelings as well about this, and I'm not tying emotion to it right now. Right. And you see, I didn't come on none today due to the fact I could have came on way early this morning. I've been up since early this morning, mad as hell, because my video didn't get posted. And I didn't want people to hurt you guys thinking that you guys were the reason my video didn't get posted. And so, I was like, man, I got to make a decision to do something, but I can't do it now because I was always raised as a man to never move on emotion. I move on facts. I move on how it is to be a man, and we take the things that we have given to us and we think about it before we do anything or before we say anything. And if we had a world like that today, this world would be a better place. We got a lot of emotional.
So the video that Noah spoke on is no longer up. It was taken down for certain reasons. Okay. I wish somebody would have recorded it. I would love to hear what Noah had to say because he was actually there for what we're hearing, right? He was the security officer there. So it would be nice to get his take on what happened or just hear what he has to say. Because that's what we're doing. We're just hearing what they have to say. We don't have to agree with them. We don't have to do none of that because, like I said, this guy is overly compensating. Yeah, and he's just trying to put something out there and he keeps saying, well, we don't have jobs. Well, my question is, why don't y'all have jobs? That still hasn't been answered. Why was y'all contract taken? And did anyone ever see the footage of him leaving? We get it that they can't be released to the public, but if you're saying you're a manager, then you should be able to see some type of footage, manager. So did you ever get to see the footage of him leaving? Did anybody? Hey, J-Star. So, I mean, I'm not impressed with Brandon Monaco. I'm really not. But we can keep going. It would have been nice to speak to someone that was actually there that day.
People running around, emotional creatures at this point. And at this point, we don't really care. I don't really care what happened. We would like to find out what happened to him. But my idea is to find out what happened for the simple fact we want justice for him. So I agree. I told y'all the other day, I have my own feelings, and I feel that you are telling me the truth, but I don't feel that Mr. Noah is. And I don't feel right with him for some reason. And I didn't want to say that last night, but I would not be real as a man to be lying to you or anybody else in my Stay Dangerous family. Family don't lie to family, man. I just can't come on here and be fake. And I can't that's why I kept, if you noticed last night, I kept asking him questions. So by you telling me what you told me today, that he's kind of camera shy, he don't like to speak. He's kind of like, one of those, not a motivational speaker or whatever. He don't really do a lot of talking. I understand that part of it because I'm like that too. I had to break that out of me. But Noah is only human just like you and me. Just like I get mad, he get mad. Just like, we all have emotions and feelings and we all get sad. We all be happy. We wouldn't know what pain feel like if it wasn't for joy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we are all grown ups and stuff like that. So I can't really say.
Right now, he told me that he was the closest thing to Jelani. As to he was sitting at the table when the man walked in. So me, and I'm I'm just saying me. If it was me and I was Mr. Noah and I was sitting at that table and somebody asked me the questions that I asked Mr. Noah, I would have been more elaborative. I would have been more open. I would have been more courteous. Okay, I know this shit is happening to my family, but people look for the genuine. They look for the spirit in a person. And I didn't feel nothing with him. And I need
let me ask you
him to
this.
come. And just like I told y'all to come to the front of the congregation the first time, I need him to talk to me. Even if we have to be one-on-one without you coaching him. Mr. Accountant, I don't need nobody coaching nobody. I just want to feel safe the way I feel talking to you, because I feel that what you told me is the truth. And what I see is a real dude that is a stand-up guy, and he still lost his job, and you was a stand-up guy, and you didn't rat on nobody, you didn't tell on nobody, but you knew what happened. And you probably can't say what happened because it's your life. You the one out there. You in the midst of that. And I truly understand that. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you real right now, if one of my best friends or one of my partners or somebody I work with and we cool, and something like that happen, man, I'll be so scared. I would have to take a pledge to silence. But at the end of the day, when it all come down to it, if it was an accident or something that happened then, because people let that type of stuff fool them all the time. Accident is an accident, and purpose is purpose. But
let me tell you this.
This
if
was no
somebody
damn
did
accident.
something like that, I don't care if we've been friends for 5 years. You're going to own up to what you did. So if Noah or if I knew anybody had anything to do with it, I'm not no snitch, but at the end of the day,
I know you're not a snitch. I mean, your life was that's all you had to say to me. So you can keep all the other stuff. I just really want to talk to Noah. Yeah. But the thing is, bro, like, this is the Stay Dangerous show. This is not the Brandon Monaco. This is not no one else. This is Stay Dangerous show. And I'm in a state of mind right now to where once I ponder on something and sleep on something, I'm like this, bro. I'm not saying that y'all guys have nothing to do with it. But if you don't give me more than what you're giving me, how do you expect people to clear your name in a situation when they still have unanswered questions, when they still have shit that you could possibly tell us, and not even you? Because like you said, I believe you wasn't there. I believe you was called in to fix some shit, and you was so angry.
Now that
you fixing it,
I agree.
Like, man, I ain't have nothing to do with this shit. Now I gotta fix some bullshit, and
I agree with that. If Brandon wasn't there, he's a spokesperson. He's the one that's supposed to speak out, speak for everybody, cover people's asses. That's what's happening. That's what I see here with Brandon. That's what I see. Now that's what I can agree with this guy on. Because that don't make sense to have someone that speak out that was not there, that doesn't know anything. Why would you have someone that don't know anything that was there speaking out as a spokesperson? That makes no sense. Unless she was there to cover up or to speak for other people.
I gotta keep up a fucking lock just to keep my that came in out, that's his first day coming in that dispensary. As you working there for the time you did, you could tell me if he was a regular customer or if he was somebody that just came in there that day.
Well, you could probably figure that out by the reward system, honestly. because rewards keep track of everything. And someone's theory said, well, he was trying to get his rewards scanned. If he does have a rewards account with Beyond Hello, they're going to know when his rewards were scanned, on what order he ordered something. So if anybody knows anything, it's going to be the dispensary with his account. Did he get his rewards scanned that day? Did he purchase marijuana that day? If he did, there's receipts out there. There's something that shows that. So that's where we need to start digging at. And, I get to the questions on here. What's this one? About the footage, saying that the footage wasn't there anymore. I don't know what news outlet or whoever asked for footage and was told that there isn't any, but I feel like we need to go back and reread, because I doubt that they said there was no footage. I think what they probably put was there is no footage that we can release right now, because that has been said over all news, police, everything. They cannot release footage right now. That doesn't say there's no footage. But the only people, and I will say this loud and clear for anybody, the only people that know if there are footage or not is Jushi/Beyond Hello and the police department doing the investigation. Those are the only two people that have access to footage at any given time. That is it. So those are the two departments that you need to focus your questions on. And right now, like I elaborated earlier, I read an article last night that said that the police department put out they cannot release footage at this time due to not wanting to impede this investigation. Now, if there wasn't footage, I'm pretty sure they would say there's no footage to back up anything that has been put out. But they didn't say that. So, and again, I get you. I can't speak on behalf of Noah. If he wants to come up here and, have a whole new show with you, by all means.
Yeah, it's not even about that, man. It's just about, I just feel like I still had unanswered questions from him. I sit there and hold the conversation. I sit there and was able to hold the conversation with you. And then, the people asked to see your face, and I mentioned it to you, and you had already showed me your face before we even started this. So that was the face card and all I needed for my proof. So I wasn't going to bring you to my show without seeing your face anyway, because it could have been a Brandon Monaco just fake.
And I was waiting for that. I was waiting for somebody to be like, how do we know that's not somebody else?
Yeah, no, man, I did my math before I even brought you to the show, man. I ain't no stupid motherfucker. Like,
we talked before the show. You validated it was me.
Yeah, man. So when they said show your face, I knew somebody was going to say that. And you did show your face even when they said that. So everything that you said is panning out. And then, you're not talking to a fool. Like, I've worked in a dispensary. I was clipping buzz, but I worked in a dispensary. My time in Colorado, my time in California. And I know exactly how the big bosses ran. And I see the protocol. I see the fact they have to make sure the cameras are running 24/7. The backup generator has to be connected to the camera, everything. So exactly. I'm truly connected with what's going on. But the thing
Barry, sorry to cut you off there. Barry person says, how many cameras in there? There's actually a lot. I probably couldn't even count how many cameras are in there. There's cameras on the outside of the building, around every corner, at every door. There is a camera right above the door. You saw that footage. And then there's another camera inside that door that shows him in the lobbies. There's two cameras pretty much back to back right there. There's another camera right in the lobby when you get in there that looks over the desk. I actually had a security guard that was watching basketball one night. Shifts get long. You want to watch the big game that's on. Well, I got a call from that security department saying, hey, one of your guards is watching basketball on our computers. You need to tell him to get off of there or he's going to lose his job. So I call and say, hey, dude, stop watching basketball. This is your warning type of thing. So they're monitoring everything that goes on. But there is a camera there watching that desk and the guard at all times. Then that guard would buzz the button that would unlock the door for the people walking in to the main floor where you go to a register and purchase your products. There is a total of, I want to say 8 registers. At every single register, if you look up, go in there and look up, you'll see a camera above every single register, little black globe. And then you'll see one in the middle of the room, one in the other corner, another one in the far corner. There's cameras everywhere, I'm telling you.
Oh no, I wanted to address something that Miss Karma Kanisha said right here. Is there any significance behind the thumbnail photo? I really did that because I always wanted to ask, who were those guys in that photo right there? And I didn't want to ask Mr. Brandon that. But
the camo person is me. I'll tell you that right now. The person in camo is the day I went hunting with my dad. We went deer hunting.
No, not that picture. The thumbnail picture with Jelani with the two guys with him holding drinks, and Jelani had they all got in the group picture.
Oh, I have no idea who any of those people are.
That's what I wanted to know because I feel like if those were friends of his, if I was in college and one of my friends something happened to him, I'd be waiting for the news people so I could say something. Hey man, he told me this. He told me that. Somebody knows something.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people.
Everybody's not just gonna come to the show and play dumb. And that's why I said you're not playing dumb. You talking real smart to me. You talking with etiquette. You on point. You're not stuttering. You're not giving me no reasons to feel that you have a bad spirit within that. Now, like I said, some people end up being good friends and having to make choices at the end of the day to keep their silent. And I'm not saying that you did that or that you're not. But I can say that Mr. Noah seems to be the one that screenshotted this before whatever was deleted or before whatever was done to the stuff, or for the feds took it or the laws took it or whatever the situation may be. And I do know that they made a lot of tax dollars off of that dispensary, and they don't read no shit there. And that, like you said, it was like a money vault up in that motherfucker because it was all cash, no card. And at the end of the day, so many people be lined up outside the door. I hear everything well that everybody say to me. So if you gonna say something to me, you better make sure you come correct. Because my name ain't stay dangerous for nothing. This shit for real. I put the show at the end of it just because I'm finna show you how to stay dangerous. What I
can tell you though about releasing that screenshot, nobody could do that on a security team because by law.
When you got the security, let me tell you something, bro. When you got the security device in your hand, when you got that monitor in your hand, partner, just like you can screenshot on your phone, there's a little way that you can screenshot on that monitor. Partner, I promise you, I've done it. I told you I work for a dispensary, and I think God let me work at that dispensary just so I can see certain things within this dispensary because I don't have to go there to look.
I need a break. So did Brandon just say that this photo didn't come? Did he just say this photo did not come from one of them? So how did this? So you saying what? The police leaked it? Is that what he's saying? The police? This looks like one of the cameras inside of Beyond Hello. This looks like one of the cameras inside of Beyond Hello, and it's the camera that Jilani looked up at. So I'm not understanding. Let me take it back. Let me hit it.
Jelani with the two guys with him holding drinks, and Jelani had they all got in the group picture.
Oh, I have no idea who any of those people are.
That's what I wanted to know because I feel like if those were friends of his, if I was in college and one of my friends something happened to him, I'd be waiting for the news people so I could say something. Hey man, he told me this, he told me that. Somebody knows something.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Everybody's not just gonna come to the show and play dumb. And that's why I said you're not playing dumb. You talking real smart to me. You talking with etiquette. You on point. You're not stuttering. You're not giving me no reasons to feel that you have a bad spirit within that. Now, like I said, some people end up being good friends and having to make choices at the end of the day to keep their silent. And I'm not saying that you did that or that you're not. But I can say that Mr. Noah seems to be the one that screenshotted this before whatever was deleted or before whatever was done to the stuff, or for the feds took it or the laws took it or whatever the situation may be. And I do know that they made a lot of tax dollars off of that dispensary, and they don't read no shit there. And that, like you said, it was like a money vault up in that motherfucker because it was all cash, no card. And at the end of the day, so many people be lined up outside the door. I hear everything well that everybody say to me. So if you gonna say something to me, you better make sure you come correct. Because my name ain't Stay Dangerous for nothing. This shit for real. I put the show at the end of it just because I'm finna show you how to stay dangerous. What I can tell you though about releasing that screenshot, nobody could do that on a security team because by law. When you got the security, let me tell you something, bro. When you got the security device in your hand, when you got that monitor in your hand.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. What are you saying?
There's a new way that you can screenshot on that monitor.
I'm sorry.
Whatever was done to the stuff, or for the feds took it, or the laws took it, or whatever the situation may be. And I do know that they made a lot of tax dollars off of that dispensary, and they don't need no shit there. And that, like you said, it was like a money vault up in that motherfucker because it was all cash, no card. And at the end of the day, so many people be lined up outside the door. I hear everything well that everybody say to me. So if you gonna say something to me, you better make sure you come correct because my name ain't Stay Dangerous for nothing. This shit for real. I put the show at the end of it just because I'm finna show you how to stay dangerous. What I can tell you though about releasing that screenshot, nobody could do that on a security team because by law. When you got the security, let me tell you something, bro. When you got the security device in your hand, when you got that monitor in your hand, partner, just like you can screenshot on your phone, there's a little way that you can screenshot on that monitor. Partner, I promise you, I've done it. I told you I work for a dispensary, and I think God let me work at the dispensary just so I.
If the security team did not release this photo, who did? Are you saying law enforcement? They barely even cooperating with Carmen Day. They not cooperating with Carmen Day. So now that brings me to more questions. Since Brandon brought that out, he said the security team didn't release that. Who did? Who did? Now that's my next question. Who released it? This is a camera inside of Beyond Hello. Just look at the angle. That is a photo from the camera. Hey, Brain Freeze at Beyond Hello. That is from Beyond Hello. Somebody took the photo, took the screenshot. Somebody took the screenshot and released it. Somebody did.
I can see certain things within this dispensary because I don't have to go there to look. I've been in one. If you've been in one dispensary, you've been in them all. They just set up different in a lot of different ways. But the one I've been in, I've been into 19 other dispensaries, and they all set up and they run the same way because it has to be run that way because the feds are very, very secure within what's going on within each dispensary. Yes, listen to what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying that it couldn't have been him that took the screenshot. I'm saying that by law, the only people who can release, or sorry, not law, by policy, anybody who can release footage to a media outlet or police department, they have a specific person, a specific job
team would not have anything to do with giving the police officers the footage. This is a federal building. This isn't, a gas station where the tenant would go, yeah, here's the camera footage. The guards cannot release footage to police or media. They are literally instructed to refer them to the higher ups in Beyond Hello, and then they would take care of that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not possible from, that computer to take a screenshot. I mean, shoot, you can take a screenshot, with pretty much any technology these days.
Yeah, I've done it. I've actually done it with the monitor at one of the ones I worked at. I ain't gonna say which one in Cali, but I worked at one in San Diego, and I actually saw how it worked. Like I said, I used to play with it because they give it to me after I get through clipping buzz. I had to go watch the camera and then maintain a job like this. So I got the chance that I accidentally screenshotted one day by not knowing what the button was, and it taught me a lot about that device. So I was actually thankful to not have to go look up this or read this nowhere or try to find out what it was or nothing like that. I was automatically up to par with it. But what I was asking was the fact that Mr. Noah, I understand was he the one that his wife was following on the road?
No, that was Viper.
So Viper is Mike.
I don't know who Mike is. I mean,
well, damn. Well, Mike was just in here talking like he was part of the whole motherfucking conversation. I guess he might have been a fan. Shout out to Mike then. Mike was on the line. Y'all had a co-host that night. Okay. Shout out to Mike.
Where is
Viper? But Mike is
where is J Star? J Star, when is it going on?
He did tell me at the beginning. He did tell me at the beginning that he wouldn't be putting out his name. So I'm saying the name that he put.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Mike. We could say Mike, but that's not his real name. We're not going to put that out. Put his name out there. But you highlighted in the chat here. What's the next question you want me to hit on here?
I see Brandon. I see this is Brandon Monaco talking now, and I'm happy that he's out to clear his name and tell us everything about the dispensary and what he saw. We appreciate it.
He ain't seen that.
Man, shout
he
out
wasn't
to you,
there.
Bridget. For real, not everybody is in here bashing him.
He wasn't there.
I was going through the comments. I have so many damn comments, though.
I have not learned anything from Brandon Monaco. I haven't learned anything. Has anybody learned anything? Anything different? Do we still have the same questions we had before we watched? I still have the same questions. There's only other possibility. Either law enforcement got the footage of him leaving and they keeping it because it's incriminating onto what happened to Jelani, or the footage is gone. One or the other. One or the other. That still stands. He hasn't said if he's seen footage of Jelani leaving. He hasn't. I mean, I have not heard anything different than what I already know. I have not heard anything different than what I've already known. Yes, Patriot, I'm with you. I can't rock with Brandon Monaco. That's what we're gonna say. We can't rock with Brandon Monaco. He has not confirmed or denied anything. He's out to clear the waters. He's the hush hush guy to calm everything down. He's the top guy. He's the spokesperson to try to clear up theories. He's guessing. He don't have no facts. He's saying he wasn't there. He's giving us information from Pentagraph, what the law enforcement released in Bloomington, Illinois. Nothing he's gave us is of no importance of him being in there. He wasn't there. What? I mean, yeah, he is. Do I think he know what happened? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do think Brandon Monaco knows something. He was told something if he wasn't there. That I do believe. And you got fired. Why did y'all get fired? That still is yet to be answered. I mean, you giving us about some contracts. They not just gonna let y'all go for nothing. He's not being honest. He's not being honest with us. Send more evidence in the South County trying to send more information release. Today, they just said more evidence in LaSalle County trying to say more information will be released real soon. Well, I can't wait. If you're a manager of security, how is it you don't know who the staff members are that's working there with you? Good question. I can't get with Brandon. Oh, I know what I called you for, J-Star. Is there a certain point I need to get to? Because he just talking and he killing me. Is there a certain good point I can fast forward to that's going to be of any relevance to us? I mean, he's talking about the screenshots that didn't even come from security team. Well, who else could that came from? Law enforcement ain't cooperating for real, so who else? I mean, y'all are the ones that have access inside of Beyond Hello. So who else took the screenshots? He making me have more questions than helping answer my questions. 15 minutes in from now. Okay, let me look. We are on, what's that? An hour and 4. Let's go to an hour and 10. Yeah, their whole company, their whole Tri-Stone Security then no longer work for Beyond Hello. I made a video, honey. It's Outline Security. They took over.
And we waited. This guy was supposed to have an interview at 1 o'clock. And I would love to have my account still from Indeed to show everybody the conversation with this guy that was supposed to have an interview that day. And he didn't show up at 1 o'clock. I looked at Noah and I said, well, how about this? We'll give him 30 minutes. We need to fill this position, and he has a good resume. We'll give him 30 minutes. He didn't show up at 1:30. I said, all right, let's pack it up. We took the table, put it back in the back of the truck, the chairs. I told Noah, I know exactly what I told him. I said, hey, do you want a game tonight? We can, get on the Xbox. That's literally what was said. And then I looked at Noah and said, well, maybe I should come inside and say hi to everybody and just, I'm the boss, so I might as well come in and say hi. Well, the dispensary wouldn't let me in because I didn't have a mask. I did not bring a mask with me that day. And I said, do you guys have any of those Beyond Hello masks still? They said, no, we don't have any of those left. We gave all those out. I said, well, don't worry about it. I won't worry about it today. Got in the truck and left. That was exactly how, from the time I got there at 12:30 to the time that I left at 1:30 went. Left at 1:30, went to Applebee's down the street and had lunch with my girlfriend who had a baby appointment that day that I had to miss because I was supposed to do this interview with this guy.
Well, we know who they are.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip over your comments, Miss Berry.
They can't run.
I kind of, it's a little bit, I don't have a moderator checking all of these comments. Y'all guys are commenting a lot. And I'm trying to get to every last one of them by myself, but my eyes and my thoughts are going kind of.
So now we can still, what I'm saying, we know who they are.
But she did say it's weird that Jelani parked his car in that direction. LOL, it looked like an empty lot that morning. I did say that too at the beginning of my show before I even hit live. I said that I wonder why he parked on the other side of the parking lot. Was it to hide somebody in that car? Did he have?
Right in front of that door is all handicapped. There's only a couple spots that aren't, and
I can see clearly to the right there. That let me see.
Sorry, pull up the picture.
Yeah, it kind of looked like to the right that you can see a little bit of the like right here to the right. That may be a handicap.
I'm pretty sure it's
I don't see at the bottom of it like you would usually see. I don't know
where he parked his car is actually probably the closest spot without a handicap placard. Where he parked is actually a normal spot. That's actually sometimes where I park because it's directly in front of the door to where I can go to my car and leave without having to, walk a long distance or park next to somebody else, and this is from 9/12, so the dispensary just opened. So there probably wasn't a lot of people there, but all the employees all park in the back stretch area. They're right behind the building. Yeah. There is no door there, by the way. I wanted to touch on that too and let everybody know. There is no door on the back of the building. There is a bay. There's a big giant cargo door that has a padlock on it that can only be accessed when there's deliveries. And I can't touch on that because that's a lot of security stuff with the deliveries and stuff. I cannot speak on any of that stuff. But what I can say is
Can we get a screenshot from whoever dropped these screenshots? Can we get a screenshot of the back where the employees park, please? Thank you.
Door on the side of the building that is the only other door that can be accessed. In order to get to that door, you have to go through the patio, which has cameras. Then it goes to the inside of the building. Then you have to scan through a couple more doors. This place is a friggin' vault. So that is the only way. And there's multiple cameras on that side as well. Someone posted a picture on a post and said, "This is the door they dragged him out of." Well, if that's the case, sorry people, that's not the back door. That's a side door. And it's literally directly, I'd say, 25 feet from the front door. So the picture you have up now, if you were to go out that door and take a right, you would be able to see that side door.
Yeah, we covered that last night, but she asked, is it protocol?
I don't know whether it's a back or side. You trying to be politically correct. Yeah, he annoying me. He's annoying. He is annoying me. Very, very, very bad. He's annoying me. But anyway, somebody else that worked there, that's not worked there, do not know anything about all of what door. They just saying the back door. I mean, it's still another door. Sad though, whatever. We still don't have a picture of the back where y'all park. We still don't have a picture of the side door exit. We don't have none of that. You're killing me trying to be politically correct to try to debunk a theory when anyway. He looks at the camera because he is a representation of healthcare and if he approved it, exactly, Journey. I'm where you at. It don't matter if one it's the side, it's not the back. Hell, it's still another door that ain't the front door. It doesn't matter. That's not debunking nothing. He's still, we don't have no photos of him coming out any door. We don't have a photo of Jelani going out of any door, side door, whatever. It's still two doors and a dock. Shit.
So I actually brought that up last night, I brought that up to the dispensary and said, "Why do you guys prop that door open?" And a lot of them just say it's because there's so many people coming in throughout the day that they have to sit there and open it, bring the next person in, close it, open it, close it, to where they just prop it open and they can peek out and say, "Next person."
Sound like they lazy the security people.
I notice when I drive by that they actually have a guard standing outside that door with it still propped open. So I don't know if they've changed their policies or anything like that, but they never really had a policy for that door. And I told them multiple times that is a security risk. You can't just prop open a door if you want security in your building. So, yeah.
I see why they fired y'all. Y'all got back doors open.
Top dog, whoever this dude on.
Tadeo.
Yeah, I don't even give a fuck about him. How did he know you work there? Was it somebody already saying something out there where y'all at? Do y'all have people that's really ridiculing y'all that's online?
So here's the thing. You could probably find anything out there on the internet. On my Facebook page, I used to have, which I had to take it down so people weren't harassing me, but I had on there, worked at Tristone Security as an account manager. So anybody who goes to that dispensary and sees the uniforms that say Tristone on them, it's public knowledge that Tristone was working there. All they have to do is search for Tristone. They can see where my Facebook that I worked there. But for this Tadeo guy, someone said he lived states away. The only way he could get information like that is by getting information from others, things like that. Actually being in the area, maybe being a customer that walks through there and, knew Tristone or anything like that.
It don't matter how he got the information. He got the information and he was right? You worked there, right? You just got fired from there, right? So is Noah, right? So it's irrelevant how he got it. And then I see why y'all no longer have a contract there. You don't leave a back door open. You said because they don't want to keep getting up? That sounds like lazy security. Y'all definitely didn't need to be there. Not wanting to go and let vendors in and out or whatever reason they had to open up the back door because they didn't want to prop it open. So anybody, and that's a dispensary. That is a dispensary. So you making yourself look worse than what y'all already are looking right now. So anybody could have planned with some guns, run up in that back area, up in there and took whatever they wanted to. No. Y'all whole system was wrong. I see why y'all no longer in. My bad, y'all. But again, but somehow I'm keep getting knocked off StreamYard. So when I go back live, I will not be on StreamYard because this is so annoying. And just because I care about y'all is the only reason why I'm still on here. But yeah, I would be off here and be just regular on. And my Comcast don't do this. This is new. This is some new stuff. I've never, ever had a live where I had to keep doing this every 20 minutes. This shit's ridiculous. But anyway, I apologize, y'all. But yeah, if you would go to that length and that extent, your security that's there, what else are y'all capable of doing or not doing? What else y'all capable of is my point. Y'all breaking security protocols. Anybody can run up in there, take whatever. What else could y'all be doing up in there? But yeah. You just made yourself look worse than what you are already looking. Y'all don't need to be employed, and I do not feel bad for anybody that's not employed, because look at what you allow. You were the manager, right? You knew what they was doing, but did nothing about it. That makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Oh, Leanne, this is like, it's so ridiculous. They are a liability within themselves, and I wouldn't be surprised if something else happened in there that they allow happen or was a part of something that happened with Jelani Day. I will not be surprised. I won't be surprised. Let me see what else they got to say. She said, who said you was getting? You said an hour and 30, J-Star? At the hour and 30 mark?
What was very sketchy was the fact that his whole Facebook page seems like it's just made up, and he does this to other cases, and he sounds like a nut job, but
he was right about y'all. So what did you talk? Yeah.
What I'm saying
Let me
is,
fast
in order
forward.
for him to get this information about the guards, someone
You said, yeah, okay, let me, because
he's
he's killing me.
Information.
He really blowing me. He talking about somebody else on social media that got
because
nothing.
I'm only one person trying to.
Whatever he put out, he was right. So it's not about him.
And I respect and love the comment.
We want to hear about what's going on with Jelani Day. Period. Like anything else you're talking about, we're not interested. He talking about a person on Facebook that's releasing information, but the information he released was right. And he talking about he heard that person lives states and states away. What does that matter, man? That's so irrelevant. It just don't matter. Let's get to what's going on. Let's get to the point. Are we gonna get any information about what happened? This is why I don't indulge in the Susies and the Bobs in cases. This is why right here. You'll never get information. It's always BS.
Him in the time frame, it took 11 days, and God allowed somebody to find him in that water.
And I agree. And if you look at his car, it's a nice Chrysler 300, and I'm not sure if that's a convertible top, but it looks like it's a different color than the actual car. But that car, is easily identifiable. If it's on the interstate with no plates, someone's got it.
No, I don't believe that they took the place off, then drove the car. I believe they drove the car there,
and then took the place
off, and then took the place off.
Exactly.
And then they walked down. I just don't understand. I don't have any more theory after that. I just want to only speak on what they said, because I don't want to start all these 1,000 theories and have people so confused. I don't want my people to be confused, because we're going to find out what happened to Jelani. Mark my motherfucking words. We're going to find out what happened to him. And it's going to be justice for him and his mother and the family. And I'm telling you, whoever has something to do with it, God sit high and he look low. And he going to hit that person way harder than any human could ever do. Way harder than any jail cell could ever hold. God is very powerful, and he is the one working on this case, not me. He is.
Trust me, I'll be the first person there. I will be the first person there to, put this guy away. I will be the first person.
Oh God! Shut the fuck up.
Put this guy down. I promise you that.
These guys, there was more than one guy involved with this, man, because he had to have somebody following him and probably met him at the YMCA, because it is a YMCA that's close to there. It's a lot of different things that I saw with this. I utilized even the maps. I even utilized the way the river flows. Because I know if you drop somebody in the river where Jelani was found, that he is not going to be found right there.
I'm going to hang on.
He's going to be found further down. So he had to be dropped somewhere. To be in the water 11 days, in the water constantly flowing, he had to be dropped somewhere way where I had.
I'm only doing this for my people. because they know I don't indulge in the Susan Q's and watching all the bullshit. They know I don't do that, but just because they say, Queen, you need to hear what the security guard said. Okay, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna hang in there and deal with this. I'm gonna because he's a hard pill to swallow. But I'm gonna hang in there. You said Noah come up, okay? I'm gonna hang in there. Let's hang in there, y'all.
Put up long ass fucking time ago.
So where was he close found though?
Where that water, what I had, for some reason, that water, what I had up, it was like a very good place where they probably would have dropped him. But that's not my job to figure out because I'm not there on foot like his mother was walking in the woods. And God knows if I was there, I would have been walking with Jesse James and all the rest of them, Reverend Jesse Jackson and all the rest of them, and making sure that I was doing my part in trying to help get justice for Jelani. But I'm not accusing anybody. This is strictly for entertainment purpose and the people that want to know what Mr. Brandon has to say and what Mr. Noah has to say and what anybody connected to the dispensary that could have said to help us with this case. So this is not a torment session. This is not a disrespectful session. This is just a simple session of us trying to find out as a family what happened to our young black man.
Let's see if we can
that
find.
was 25 years old.
I can't. Okay, let's
And
Okay,
I don't get
Noah.
why people
Okay.
think I would have something to do with
Okay,
hurting him or anything like that, or anybody else that was linked to the dispensary. I get that that's where he was last seen, so that's why they tie it in. But I mean, we got to find a motive.
Okay. So he must have getting ready to come
and all the rest of them, and making sure that I was doing my part in trying to help get justice for Jelani. But I'm not accusing anybody. This is strictly for entertainment purpose and the people that want to know what Mr. Brandon has to say and what Mr. Noah has to say and what anybody connected to the dispensary that could have said to help us with this case. So this is not a torment session. This is not a disrespectful session. This is just a simple session of us trying to find out as a family what happened to our young black man that was 25 years old and he was a doctor. And I said that somebody in the comments said earlier that if it would have been 4 or 5 or one or two gang bangers that lost their life, or somebody that was out there in the streets tormenting and robbing and hurting other people, it wouldn't have hurt so bad. But this was an aspiring doctor.
And this ain't the case. He was
making all the right decisions, and he made one wrong slip up in his life. And wow,
I'd say this Jelani Day was not, anything wrong in the world. He was somebody who was going to right the wrongs in the world. So the fact that he was a target, for somebody,
here we go.
It blows my mind. A 25-year-old aspiring doctor. Forget the fact that you have all this violence out there these days. This person should have not even been a target for anybody, but he was, and that is what blows everyone's minds. Is he shouldn't have had any enemies or anything like that. He was an aspiring doctor, loved by his family, friends, everybody. I mean, the guy took a photo with all those girls at the restaurant. Like, you don't take a photo with somebody you don't like. Obviously, somebody, targeted him for a specific reason, but he was not hated by, a lot of people. He had to have been liked by a lot of people. And I don't get why people think I would have something to do with hurting him or anything like that, or anybody else that was linked to the dispensary. I get that that's where he was last seen, so that's why they tie it in. But, I mean, we got to find a motive to tie something to it. But I think we looked over Bridget's comments a lot, so I know she wants me to probably touch on what she was saying. She said earlier in the show, I said something that the police had the footage from the dispensary. I don't know if they have the footage 100%. However, I can say is I firmly believe that they do have footage, because the only screenshots they posted were to identify what he was wearing, because it was a missing case at the time that they released those photos. That was the only reason they released those photos.
So he's saying the police did release
wearing, so that people could identify him and report if they've seen him.
Okay, so he's saying the police did leak this. This is Brandon Monaco talking. He's saying the police leaked it. It was not security. And take it as you will. Okay? Okay.
It was a missing persons case. They didn't post any photos after that. Those were the only ones they posted, which means that they have footage because they got those screenshots from the footage. So the footage exists. It's not.
I just said that. That's the camera inside beyond hello.
Speak up, Pete. How you doing, Carla?
I know what I'm talking about.
What's going on, Miss Rachel?
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Muted?
No, she's not muted. Miss Rachel.
Lord, this ain't no. Who is he?
All right, back it up. All right, go ahead, man. So did you get any message from Mr. Noah during this time?
I didn't. I just spontaneously jumped on here. I didn't realize you were doing a show until like 8:20. So I ran in the bedroom and was like, "Hey, I'll talk on here because people need." I was literally reading posts on Facebook when I saw that you were going live. So.
Okay, this is a real comment because this is from the mother, and I tell you, I like sticking to the script. So appreciate you, Miss Carmen Kanisha. Carmen is very, very suspicious of Kara, and it shows. And I've seen that. So shout out to you. She is very suspicious of the girls that found the clothes, and it shows. And I've seen that.
When is Noah coming up?
Has she shown suspicion towards the guards? No. She did not say anything about the guards or Hello and Beyond. I mean, Beyond and Hello. So no, she did not. I didn't even start hearing people hate on Truststone security until just now. Like literally, when I started seeing the post, I don't know what happened, but he coming back. But yeah, I didn't see that. So I didn't see that. She said, "I want real answers. This ain't it." I understand that.
Yeah, I'm fast forwarding. I can't. I'm gonna look for Noah to come up. Let's see if Noah comes back up. Cause I'm not gonna be able to. This shit give me a headache. It really, really is. We still at where we was at.
People notice body language
before we watched this.
Did he feel some type of way? Was he nervous? Was he quick? Was he prompt? Was he trying to get in and out? Did he have anybody with him? I mean, give me your last ounce of him.
So the last, like when I saw him, I didn't see anybody with him. He seemed like a normal person that would come in there. Some people are kind of like sketched out when they come in there their first time. I don't know how many times
this
he's been in there, but some people when they come in their first time just seem kind of nervous. He kind of just seemed like an ordinary first time person that would come in. Like I said, I didn't see him very long, maybe like 2 seconds. Like I said, I opened the door. He walked into the sales floor, bought his stuff, and then walked out. Like. That's about all that I really
walked out where?
That's all that I had.
So on the monitor, did you see his car pull out of the parking lot and leave?
Yes.
Okay. And it makes sense. But what I want to know was Jelani driving. Could you tell that from the monitor? Because I know on those monitors they pretty close up to the parking lot, and you can zoom in and all that.
So I 100% honestly, I wasn't really paying attention. Like to people driving away. Who gets in people's cars? Like we see so many people, and I wasn't paying attention. Like that I remember him. Seeing him get in his car, I'm not 100% sure on like where he got in. Like I said, it's been so long.
So you could not see if he had anybody that was in his vehicle.
And we told his mom, because like I talked to his mom when she was out there with the news. And I talked to his mom, and I told her, she asked about the cameras. And like I told her, like, those cameras zoom in because they zoom in so well that you can see inside the car. But if his windows are tinted, you might not be able to see who's in the back, if there was somebody in the back. But, like, if he was driving and he came in, you would be able to see who was in his car from the front. But, I don't know if his windows are tinted or not. but from the front of your window, you can see in. But I didn't physically get to like watch camera on him or anything. But I know that the cops were there. They watched cameras.
Okay, so Noah saying he saw him there. He was by himself inside. And I wish I would have known that Brandon wasn't saying that I could have jumped to Noah at the beginning of the live. Damn, that was an hour and a half wasted of my life. I can't get back. Shit. Okay. So Noah saying his account, we just taking it in because we can't believe everything, we can't believe what someone is saying as fact, because he was there when Jilani was there. Okay, he was there when Jilani was there, so we cannot say he is completely innocent or completely guilty. We can just take in the information and digest it. Okay, they're still suspicious to me. The whole situation is suspicious. But on the other hand, Noah is saying he was in there by himself. He left. He saw him leave out. Okay. And he said he act like a first timer. I don't know about that. But he said that, as y'all heard. He also said, what else did he just said that kind of struck odd? I want to know, did he walk out the front? Did he go out the same way he came in? That's what I would like to know. Ain't nobody asked that question. Dang, I would have loved to know, did he go out the same way he came in? And he said he saw the car drive off. So, Jelani car is tinted. So, you won't be able to see inside the car. You won't be able to see if there was anybody else in there. But he should have been able to see if Jelani got in the driver's side or the passenger side. He can be able to see that. But we won't be able to, if anybody was actually in there with him, because his windows were tinted from what I saw. You cannot see in those tinted windows. See, they were very dark. So let's see what else Noah has to say.
The FBI was there. They were getting camera footage.
He should have saw him in the car.
Did they let Jelani's mom see any of this footage, or did they just go in and get the footage with her outside, or after she left? What was the protocol for that?
And because they kept coming up and asking us like basically what our protocols are on walking in the front door. And we just explained everything. Like, they scan their ID, they walk into the next room, we open the door to keep flow onto the main floor, the sales floor, and then they walk straight out the door, straight outside. Like, there's literally no other place you can go in that building being a pedestrian.
Okay, so are there any other key evidence or things that you can help with that you just didn't think of yesterday or right now could you can think of that could possibly help Jelani Day's mother? And if not, just say what you would say to Jelani's mother. Pay your respects to the woman, please.
Right. Like I told his mom when I have spoken to her when she was there, I told her I really feel bad for her. I hope that they get justice for him. If this happened to me, if this was my kid or any of my kids, I would be in the same situation wanting answers, because something obviously happened. Whether we know what happened or not, I don't know what happened. But something happened to him. It's very fishy how the cops have come out with different things, different times that don't add up. So I get that she wants answers, and I want her to have answers. And I'm praying that every day that she gets her answers. Because I feel bad. Like I said, if this is my kid, I'd be tearing everything apart just like she is.
It does look like a mask.
I truly side with you on that, man. That's the reason why I'm doing it. So then you can understand my side in this. Because I have daughters, I have son, I have a son and I have daughters that I need to protect on a day-to-day basis. And these type of things, I ask God to put a shield over my kids and my family and protect us from these type of demons that try to get loose in our communities.
And that's another reason why I wanted to. I got joined on here again. It's because I want people to know they put me and my kids, my woman, we're all feel like we're in danger now because of this lie that people have put on us, and it's not how it should be. Like how do I know I can't go to the store and now I'm being watched by everybody for something I didn't do? I just want my name clear. I'm very. It's hard to describe how bad this has hurt my family.
Well, Jelani is not here today.
Like I told people from the very beginning of this, I side with you on that, and I said that y'all family don't have nothing to do with y'all actions if y'all did do this. So, I just don't like when people try to invest people's family into that, because if it was a situation with them, they wouldn't want nobody to invest their family into some shit like that, because nobody wants to be walking around known as a murderer. Man, so I felt that you should have came in here a long time ago. I know I didn't send a link.
I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
For this, or my people's question for this, I just really want his mother's answers that maybe she haven't got answered to get answered. Maybe she wasn't able to be in the perfect time and to have a conversation with you guys like we are now. Maybe she's getting clarity when she see this. Maybe she could actually sleep a little bit better at night knowing that she got somebody working 2.5 hours in the lab for the love of her son and the respect of Jilani and just for the justice. And I have so much respect for that man and what he was doing. And if that woman raised a good man like that and he was taken, there's nothing in this world that can't happen to neither one of us or our family members that's going on in this world. If that doesn't get justice, then I don't know what to say. I don't know if I'll ever speak on. I think I'm going just go to something different. If this case doesn't get solved and it's not going to be death, I'm not going to be doing these type of conversations anymore, because it hurts to constantly lose and always talking about losing and trying to win. And then, I don't want to speak that over my life. I don't want to speak that over nobody's life. I'm a different type of person.
And like I said, it sounds harsh. It really do. But like I said, it sounds like they're doing this to clear themselves, as they said, and also because they feel in the heat. They feel threatened. They getting death threats. They can't do this. They can't do that. They're making this about them. At the end of the day, we're talking about a man that came into y'all place of business that's dead. Okay? Y'all still breathing. I get it. I don't agree with it, with how they're doing. But at the end of the day, you came up on here to express what's done to y'all. This is not what this is about. Tell the truth. Get some answers. Get some clarity. If you can't do that, then they're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. Who's talking? Noah, the security guard that actually was there. And he's saying he saw him leave out. My question is, which door did he leave out? And he said he saw the car drive away. So we got that much from Noah. But I mean, is he going to say anything else? Because I'm not here for no pity party when we have a man that was torn to pieces, sawed to pieces, skin missing, eyes missing, bone, jawbone sawed off. Like, y'all complaining, woe is me. We have a dead young man right here. We have a dead young man right here. Miss me with it. Miss me with it. Y'all out here taking pictures with guns. Y'all know how to protect yourself. Y'all out here with rifles and camouflage. And I'm sure y'all know how to protect yourself and protect your family. And Bloomington Normal ain't doing it like it. Ain't nobody They're not doing it like that. Trust and believe me. So just stop. That's just no. And if you getting harassed, it's from the people online. And then you talking about clearing your name with social media on YouTube. Clear your name with the police. Clear your name with the police. Clear your name with them. That's what they're telling you to do. They said turn yourself in. That's what the notes are saying on the photos. All they're telling you to do is go turn yourself in, clear your name, talk to them. You coming to social media. It is. It is. So where's the footage from the campus? What footage from the campus? What you talking about? People are focused on the Beyond Hello Z because that's the last place he was seen alive. Where his phone last pinged in that area, everything went dark after that. Phone turned off. He was never seen alive after this. So that's why this is an important location. What went left after this? What happened after this? What went south after this? Something happened. Something transpired at this place, whether it was in the parking lot, whether it was inside, I don't know. But something transpired. Something did transpire. So, and we also know that Noah did talk to Carmen. He said that she approached him, asked some questions with the news. So we did get that answered. Noah. But that's about it. Noah. I don't know if Brandon talked to her. Most likely, probably not, but we know Noah did. Okay, let me see if anything else. If not, I'm going to let y'all go on tonight. I know I didn't catch y'all. Let me see. Ooh, almost 2 hours. Too damn long. Yes, a blonde girl with a scanner. Right at the entrance and to be on here. Sat at the desk after the camera. They all working together.
I care more about people than I do my own need. And I've always been like that. And anybody that know me will really tell you I'm really on point with telling you who I am. I'm not making up. That this make me want to cry when I think about this young man that life was cut short, and I just can't see myself speaking on nothing else until the law do their job. And I'm gonna my crowd gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger off of people that feel the same motherfucking way I do. So
I think there's a lot of people in the chat that are like asking a lot of questions. I feel like they don't have answers.
Me either, Lynn.
Mr. Brandon.
I said I was gonna watch you with y'all.
Mr. Noah, I don't wanna have no bad blood for now one of y'all always welcome to bring y'all facts to the Stay Dangerous show. And if y'all find out new evidence, you always welcome to shoot me a message. My email was put up for y'all guys to send anything, show attachment, anything you need to get to me. That was my email. And you can hit me through that or send a message through the comments if you want to just be safe like that. But the thing is, God sit high and he look low. And only you know, just like God know, if you had something to do with this. And it's going to come out because nobody is perfect. So
All right, y'all. So I'm finna end right here. I'm about to end right here. I don't think they are, pretty much they wrapping up. But I wanted y'all to hear what Brandon said, a bunch of nothing. And I wanted y'all to hear what Noah said. Okay. That's the main thing I wanted y'all to hear. I never heard it. And I want to watch it with you guys to get y'all's opinions, y'all thoughts. I wish I would have known, but I guess I had to watch enough of it to get a good, a feeling about these two guys, these two security officers. And I'm not getting a good vibe from either one, actually. But again, let me say this. I don't, like I said, agree with no one sending death threats and nothing like that. But we are talking about a dead, brilliant young man. Their body was torn to shreds, highly disrespected. Even after death, he was disrespected. And we will be getting down to what happened to him. So like I said, we are here for the victims, people around it. Okay. But it sounds harsh, but at the end of the day, we here for them. And if something don't sound right, don't look right, it just ain't right. And like I said, we heard what they said. We taking it in. I ain't get a good vibe. I got more so Brandon's the spokesperson. He's the spokesperson to, kill the theories. Exactly, Patriot. Nothing was important. Nothing. We learned nothing that we didn't already know. You told me nothing that I didn't already know. I was going in saying, okay, maybe one of them saw him leaving. Noah said he did. But then you got to take in account of him actually being honest. You got to take that into account. They're speaking out because they're getting harassed. They're getting attacked on social media. So a person can say anything under duress. Okay? They can bring you anything under duress. So you got to take into account they just don't want to be involved. They don't want to be a part of. They want to clear themselves and go on with their life. To be honest, I don't think they really care about Jelani. This was to clear themselves. But yeah, I have many more questions. Like, you saying y'all didn't leak the screenshot yourself. You told us, Brandon, that the police, law enforcement leaked that. Okay. Interesting. So I'm sure, like I said, law enforcement has the footage. The question is, was the footage altered before law enforcement got it, or are they keeping him exiting beyond hello for a specific reason because something is incriminated on that footage? That's the question. Okay. And hopefully it comes out. But other than that, I have not learned anything. Noah said he saw him there. He acted like he was a new guy in there. Like it was his first time in dispensary. And I'm not getting that vibe. I'm not getting the vibe that was Jelani's first time in dispensary. I'll take that into account. That's very important. You want me to believe that that's his first time in there? Why did you say that? I'm a deep overthinker. You can't just throw that at me and I'm gonna let it go out in one ear and out the other. You made that statement and I want to know what is the significance of that. You want us to believe it was his first time, like he's never been in a dispensary before. I am going to cuss Comcast out. I cannot wait to get on the phone with them tomorrow. I got some words for them. I don't even go live like it. And the one time I go live out of months on months, y'all do this. Oh, I got some words for y'all tomorrow. Oh, yes. I got some words for them. They're going to have to send a tech out because I'm not doing this no more. I should ever have to go through this. And I never go live. Sorry about that, y'all. And once again, I apologize about that. The one time I go live, the one time it give me problems. And I never had problems with my service. Never. The fastest, blast internet that there is, all of that. Never had no problems. So, oh yes, I got some words for them, baby. But anyway, so, girl, I am mad about that, Lynn, because, it knocks me all the way out of StreamYard. So, I have to go all the way back through, sign in. Each time it knocks me completely out. That pisses me off. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. All that money I'm paying every month. Shoot. And then I was trying to work, make more time for me to go live more often. I'm not going to want to do that with all this going on. I know, Jenny, I love to hear from everybody. I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to y'all. Y'all, I'm sorry y'all heard me ranting. But yeah, they finna get it for that. They finna get it. They better confess whatever the problem is. ASAP. What's me who did that? Talk still got even paid. But yeah, so they are killing me with this going around in circles. Yes. Yeah. Most surveillance system cameras has timestamps on them. Yes, that's true. I don't know what happened to Jelani. Yeah, they know what happened. I believe something happened there. They know more. Whether either they saw something or somebody or something. Whatever it is they're not saying, they know something. They know something. Oh, yes. I would definitely record. Yes, I will. I sure can. Girl, because I'm going, girl. Oh, they better be ready. Oh, they best be ready. Because, the one time I get on here and every 20 minutes is just cutting out. What kind of stuff is this? Are you supposed to be the best of the best and have the highest and the fastest internet? But yeah, so once again, nothing, my feelings has not changed or anything has not swayed either way, even listening to these security guards. But I guess it was a good thing that we did listen to them so we could get their point of view on things, hear what they have to say. And it has not changed, you guys. It has not changed. Not at all. Once again, we still feel the way we feel. Okay. I might be changing, Patriot. I might be. Because this can't happen again. Oh, this can't happen again. Whatever it is going on, y'all should call us, send a letter out. If something going on with all the services around the world or whatever's going on, y'all should let me know. Because this is ridiculous. I could have maybe did something else when live on my phone, and not even use my, my Wi-Fi, my service. I could use my regular service. Oh, welcome, Lakeisha Span, becoming a member. Welcome, honey. Also, y'all, I go to the doctor tomorrow, so I might be dropping something for the members. Tomorrow we'll see how it go. If I'm finding out what I'm having or whatnot, I'm far enough too, so we'll see. We'll see, but I definitely will be posting that for y'all, keeping y'all updated on that. So we will see y'all. Oh, it was something else. I'll probably do a video and post it for y'all tomorrow. It was something that Brandon wrote in a message, and it was sent to me in the email. And it's something that y'all might want to see. And we're going to break that down. I wanted to get a feel for them, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing and hearing. I'm not liking their vibes. So we will see what they got going on, and I'm not liking what they got going on. They know something. But yeah, so we'll see. So I'll post the screenshot that was sent to me. We'll break that down tomorrow. And I'll see what's going on with Summer Wills, because I know it's still something going on with her. All this stuff they got going on. Yeah, some of this stuff is so stupid. People are making these cases as a damn circus. You can't even take this shit serious no more. Like, I mean, they are just coming out with all type of things, concerned about the wrong things and billboards. It's gone crazy, and I can't. I just, these cases need to be worked on, and not without all the extra BS with it. Can we just have a case where there's not all the extras? Can we get that in the true crime community? Can we get that for the one time? Can we get that? Can we get just people working on the case, not all the extras? And that's what I like to stay away from, for my nerves and for y'all's. Because trust me, I'm looking at all the cases, working on the updates. I will be doing a video about Kathleen, because those parents, yeah, that whole situation is crazy. All of this stuff, we got a lot of cases to work on. We just don't got time for the extra stuff that they got going on out here that's not really important or to what we got going on. It's so many things I got to bring y'all. And I'm waiting to see what's the next step with Summer Wells. Samuel Olsen's killers, they in jail. But I still got to do an updated video on that, because that I worked on when I did a video on him, like at the beginning when he first went missing. It's been a while. I need to do an update on that. It's just a lot of cases that we have to update on and let you know where we at. They are closing Emmett Till's case. The family is not happy about that. It's a whole lot going on in this world, and we just don't have time for the foolery. We got work to do. So, what's wrong, Lee? Hospital too long, didn't know you. Oh, thank you, Jenna. You okay? Girl, I'm like you, Jenna. To death, I can't. No, I didn't, Lee. Send it to my email. Jenna, I'm with you. My nerves is gone. I don't have no patience. I mean, regular patience I need to have, but other than that, no. I don't have none extra for no bullshit. I don't. I can give you patience for everything else but bullshit. Anything else, I can't do it. It'll tear my nerves up. I have not, but send me some information. I'll look it up too. I will definitely look it up. I'll see what's going on with Summer Wills, because they don't want to hear what I got to say about Summer Wills, because it's not going to be pretty. What I got to say about Summer Wills is all this extra stuff they got, all this drama going on around it when it ain't no need for it. Worrying about things that ain't got nothing to do with you. All this extra stuff. I don't have time for that. Don't nobody got time for that. If you ain't gonna contribute to the case, sit down and shut up. And that's how I feel. I'm watching that Oxford school shooting. It's interesting. I was watching that today too. I was watching the prosecutor statewide. She was going to charge the parents while she wanted to. And I'm having some mixed feelings about that. I would like to see more information about the parents' involvement. Because what she said the mama texted them no. Once they realized, when they heard about the school shooting, they went home, looked for the gun was gone. And then they said it was a text said, mom said, no, don't do it. I'm just still trying to understand how they got charged. And they was running. What you running for? You should have just turned yourself in. Because at that point, I don't understand it. You charge them, but y'all ain't charging these parents out there that's neglecting their children and killing their kids. If that's going to be what y'all do it all around the board. Arrest all these parents that's neglecting their kids, that's killing their kids. And I really feel like they're trying to make a statement about the gun laws, but I don't think all they charges is going to stick. I don't even really think they're going to get no real time for that, because from what the man was saying, he sold the gun to the daddy. Exactly, Jenna. Y'all put them back in class. Y'all sent them right back in that same class. So if you want to arrest the parents, you need to arrest the school officials, the principals, everybody that sent that boy back to the class. If you're going to do one thing, do it all the way around the board. And then we need to know, and that's like I said, they don't want to hear me. We need to know, why did he shoot these children? What was going on in the school? Or was he just had his own issues? Y'all saw the signs. Y'all sent them back in class. And then how's the parent supposed to know he had a gun in his book bag? I mean, how would they have known at that point in time that he had a gun? They didn't know until they heard it was an active shooter. That's when they raced to see, well, hell, is that my son? Let's go check. So, I mean, that's just not enough proof to me, unless there's something else where he's told them, I'm going to shoot some people in my class, I'm going to shoot some people at school, then okay, yeah, because you knew. But until I see more evidence about him knowing, about the parents knowing what he was going to do, I just don't see that. Like I said, gun laws are different in different states. But if you're going to hold the parents responsible, then you got to hold the school responsible. You got to. You cannot arrest one and charge one and not the other. Because their job is to protect the students at the school. If you knew at that point he wrote that note, that's basically a threat, you could say, in their eyes. Why send them back to class? You just put all those kids in danger. Y'all don't have security. Y'all didn't check his book bag. Y'all say the parents didn't. Well, did y'all? No. Y'all sent them back to class. Yes. So if you're going to arrest the parents, then charges be brought up on the people at school too. If you're going to do one way, you got to do all the way around the board. If you want to make a statement, but make it right. Make it right. And then if you're going to start arresting parents, then arrest these parents that's killing their children. Arrest these parents that's neglecting their children. Arrest these parents that's burying their kids in their backyards and abusing their children. I'm just saying, if you're going to make a statement, make it all the way around the board. Yeah, something is wrong all the way around. And at that point, you said counseling in 48 hours and he went back to class. Hell, you need to go see a counselor right then and there. You need to see a counselor right then and there and not allowed to go back in that class. Now we got 4 dead kids. 4 deceased children. And y'all said, well, the parents should check the bag. Well, hell, from my understanding at school, especially at high school, if they feel like it's a threat in the school, they check the kids' locker. They check their book bags. Y'all. Yeah, so I'm finna get ready to get a send it to you, Queen, with the subject line Delphi. Okay, I'll check it out, Lynn. Yes, Jenna, he was at Carabo's instead of police department. Yes, we know, no. I've talked about it previously in my Carabosa video. First time someone confirmed he left right back out. Something not adding up. Right, Francis. I don't know about in a relationship, but I hear you. But yeah, so I'm gonna get ready to get up off here, y'all. I've been on here about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I don't want this to cut off on y'all again, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here. Yes, Francis, she the one that called the police. Kara Boster. They reported him missing before the mother even knew. How ironic is that? But yeah, so it's a lot going on. Be expecting a lot of videos, y'all, coming daily. So keep y'all bell notification on. And I will actually see what's going on with this Comcast internet and get that fixed, because I do need to come back more live, and so we can have more discussions about what's going on with these cases. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Peace. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, moderators. Thank you, new members.